To another important story that we're tracking for you. We understand that Reeva Steenkamp's family lawyer is addressing just ahead of convicted murderer Oscar Pistorius attending of his parole hearing. Let's listen in.
Why he was not at the trial except for the time when he gave evidence. So he's going to be waiting for our call when we leave here today.
We also understand that Mrs. Steenkamp will give oral or written representations at the hearing this morning. I mean, she's clearly likely to tell this parole board that she doesn't believe that her son's killer should be set free. It's still too soon for them.
Correct, yes. She's going to make written representations and then she will be making oral representations, which will be part of her victim impact statement, because she doesn't feel that he must be released. Yes.
Tania, Aaron Bates from Newsroom Africa. I understand that Oscar has taken a toll in prison, and obviously the Pistorius family has had sight of him behind bars. Can you tell us a little more about that, please?
I have that. Sorry, I can't.
Do the Steenkamps still insist and believe that Oscar meant to kill?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The Supreme Court of Appeal found that there were inconsistencies in his testimony. He could have clarified it. He did not testify in mitigation when he was afforded the opportunity to do so. So yes, they believe that, and they believe what the Supreme Court of Appeals found.
Is this the reason why they're also opposing Oscar to be released on?
Correct. Yeah. Unless he comes clean, they don't feel that he's rehabilitated.
In terms of what is expected to take place inside, we know that, of course, as you've indicated, Mrs. Steenkamp will give those representations. Oscar is also likely to testify, we understand, to try and persuade, I guess, the parole board that he is a rehabilitated man. Do we know anything of whether he will do so in front of Mrs. Steenkamp?
All right, it's not a trial. You must remember it's a parole board that's convening. They have a case management report that recommends that he's placed on parole. We know that because of a previous court application. Mrs. Steenkamp gives her representations, and then he has the opportunity to answer to those representations. But it's not a trial, there's no testimony involved. He has the right to say something or not.
Thank you. This comes just weeks after the anniversary of 10 years since the killing of Reeva Steenkamp through a closed door. How is June doing today? And can you just explain what it means to know that Reeva would have been 40 this year, her life was snuffed out early, that family is still bereaved?
They're absolutely still grieving, as you say. 10 years to us, it sounds so long in time, but for them, it's 10 missed birthdays, it's 10 Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmases. So time hasn't healed for them. They've learned to an extent to get used to the idea of her not being there, but they miss her every day.
If he is granted parole, will the Steenkamps go to court to try and block that process?
I cannot comment on that. I would have to take instructions.
Tania,
I have to.
you were present during the meeting last year between Barry and Oscar. How did that go?
It was a very emotional meeting. It was traumatic for both Mr. Pistorius and Barry, and yeah, it was painful. It was very painful.
Did Barry get the sense that Oscar has been rehabilitated?
No, not at all. That's why we're here today. I'm sorry that.
How long will it be before the parole board makes a decision?
I have no idea. They would have to consider everything that's been placed in front of them, and then they'll let us know once they've made a decision. Sorry, thank you.
All right, Tania Koen.